All right, what's happening, everybody? You're watching the Pops and Wiz Sportscast, and we're your hosts. My name's Mr. Whiskers, and to my right is Papa K. Dad, how you doing tonight?
Going out of my mind.
Going out of his mind, like every Thursday, just how we like to do it over here. Going out of our damn minds.
Yeah, nothing's happened yet, but
nothing yet, but
we do have brighter.
It does look brighter, and we have a few things to talk about tonight. We got a couple of subjects to go over. Is not received. Hold on a second. What's up with this? Such viewers will experience buffering. Whoa, what's up with this? Well, hopefully. Yo, oopsie, what's happening, man? Is everything running smooth? Because YouTube's telling me things are running poorly right now. That's not right.
We're not on?
No, we're on. It just says it's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. That's weird. That's the first time that's happened.
Yeah.
Well, let's just play it out, see how it goes. Oopsie, let me know if you're experiencing any issues.
How's Mom?
And also, yeah, how's your mom doing, man? So, Thirsty Thursdays, everybody. Cheers, Papa K.
Yeah.
All right, Oopsie says he doesn't see anything. It's running. Wait, you don't see anything, or it's running smoothly? Because on this end, it looks like it's running good. So I don't know what YouTube's trying to tell me here. I don't believe you, YouTube. I don't trust you. So we do have some things to talk about here.
All right, I'm listening.
And I'll bring up the first, which I thought was very. I want to gauge your reaction on this one, and we'll get into this subject.
Okay.
So we have. Everybody knows who Jose Altuve is, right?
Yeah.
You know, from the Houston Astros,
yeah.
the whole cheating scandal. So he had tweeted out though on May 12th, I believe, the Players Union should not accept the MLB's proposal for a shortened season. It's too dangerous. All right? So, okay, hold on a second. So, Aroldis Chapman, our boy, our closer,
Yeah.
he tweeted back to Jose Altuve, and he wrote, "Let's be real, Jose. However the MLB resumes, it's going to be dangerous for you. I got a 101 mile per hour fastball I've been practicing on a scarecrow out back just for you. He's a little taller than you, but I'll adjust. Tick-tock, bitch."
I like it.
Wow.
Sounds like a little getting even for the cheating.
I think so. When I saw that,
By
I
the
was
way,
like,
he's got to hit the home run.
Yeah.
That put him into the World Series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hold on a second.
With supposedly the thing on his shoulder, you know.
It was 3 times a day, 3 at night. Staying an extra week. Okay, other than that, doing well. Stream is running good. All right, that's awesome to hear, though, Oopsie. I'm glad your mom's doing okay. She's a trooper. She's a champion.
Oh, man. God bless her. With all this nonsense, and you know what? It's great that she's in there.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is some line by Chapman.
Yeah.
Like
how about that, though?
Is that what you were telling me about?
Yeah. He tweeted right back to Jose Altuve saying,
"Yeah,
it's going to be dangerous for you." MLB starts back up.
It almost sounds like a threat, though, you know, which is not good.
And this is what we talked about this months ago, early on in the starting up of the show, with the whole scandal going down, and it was all that was talked about, and this just like kind of resurfaced a little bit because I remember we had discussed, Pops, about not seeking retaliation.
Well, that sure sounds
in
like
any
it.
kind of harmful way, you know.
And it's almost bad because if he, let's say, when they resume and he faces him and he hits him,
that's good. Yeah, no, I'm telling you right now, things are gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's impossible to steer away from this when even months past the fact. The regular season hasn't started on time.
Yeah.
And
my opinion, I wouldn't blame him
for nailing him.
Yeah. And don't hit him in the head, but nail him.
Yeah.
It just old school. That's me.
What do you think a 101-mile-an-hour fastball to the ribcage feels like?
Yeah, hit him in the butt.
Hit him in the butt?
Yeah. Don't put him out of commission. That's terrible.
Yeah, no, you don't want that.
No.
If anything, I wouldn't even hit him. I would just kind of throw that sweet chin
high
music.
and tight, without hitting him.
Yes.
Just to show him,
But it doesn't seem to me that's what that tweet back meant.
I think Chapman's upset about what happened in the the playoffs
in 2017.
No, last year.
Last year.
Yeah. He's the guy that hit the home run. Supposedly had that thing on his shoulder, knowing what the pitch was coming. So.
Well, it's just
and then joking around the bases, and I can't take my shirt off, because it was a game winner. Come on.
So
give me a break.
It looks like it's going to be that route, though.
Yeah.
And you're going to see it. I got a feeling with it. This okay. Every game the Astros goes to, that is an away game for them.
Oh, they're going to get booed.
Not only are they going to get booed, but a pitcher on the other team's going to get ejected. It's going to happen
eventually. Yeah.
Especially
the teams that
especially if the teams they beat in the playoffs, someone's getting ejected. It's inevitable. It's inevitable.
Yeah. Till this day, I don't know what happened. The Nationals beat them, and 4 times in their own park, with all this craziness going on. That you gotta think, right? If you're cheating, you weren't cheating good enough because they beat you.
Well, yeah, the way they were cheating, to me, is the way they were cheating is they knew what pitch was coming. So
maybe the Nationals knew.
The way I look at it, not even the Nationals knew. It's kind of like, look at it this way. Like, remember when Jeter was going for that 3,000th hit?
Yeah.
And the guy throws him a meatball fastball.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, they gave it to him. David Price gave it to Jeter.
Yeah.
And when they interviewed Price, it's like, whether or not he knew a fastball was coming, you still have to hit it.
Yeah, and hit it far. Left center field bleachers. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was a home run.
Speaking about that, right, remember his last at-bat against Baltimore? When he got the game-winning hit? It was the last game at Yankee Stadium. He got a single, right?
Huh.
They claimed the pitcher threw him a meatball. Yeah, because Baltimore was already in it.
Yeah.
Yankees were not. And they said he threw him a pitch right down a pipe that he could hit.
That's what I mean, though, is that...
Which should never be.
And what you were saying, what you were saying was like the Nationals beat him.
Yeah. How'd they lose 3 games at home and win 4 there? That surprises the hell out of me.
I really think that even though you know that pitcher's coming, you still have to hit it.
Yeah.
Not giving Astros credit for what they were doing, but it's just like the Nationals obviously were the better team.
Better pitchers too, by the way.
So
they had Strasburg and Scherzer. They regardless if they knew what was coming, they couldn't hit it.
But it is, as you know, it is Thirsty Thursday.
Yeah.
As I like to call it.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite days of the week.
And me too.
Hanging out, shooting shit, having a few cold ones with you, Pops.
Yeah. That's crazy, though. Any more?
And of course, with the chat.
Any more things that anybody said, or?
So getting off of that subject, there was. Hold on a second. I went crazy. I just started taking screenshots on my phone. I was writing shit down while I was, I'm getting to work today. Heard a few things, but there was something that was brought up on Boomer and Geo this morning. Was we were talking about like the players, MLB, and with everything going on and with a shortened season, that not only is this going to affect fans going forward, so we're going to miss like at least 70 games. Let's say MLB starts up July 1st. You're figuring 70 games are already off the table.
Yep. 92 game schedule.
So now you have a shortened season, and we had discussed a lot about lower the ticket prices to make it easier for for fans to come to the stadiums.
We're
and
suffering.
then even more so, we got yo, what's up, Danny C? How's it going, man? How you doing this evening? But down the road.
Oh, hey!
So yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. Just having
Continue what you were
having
saying.
a couple cold ones and talking about a little bit of baseball right now. So it seems that there was a lot of discussion about with the shortened season and a lot of players. And you were even saying when I called you on the way home tonight, that some players had basically commented saying, "Nah, I ain't taking a pay cut.
Yeah.
I ain't taking any of this. Like,
that's gonna be
I want my money."
They're gonna, figure this one out between Major League Baseball and the players very soon. Because if Major League Baseball says you got to play, unless you don't want it, you're sitting down for the year, you ain't getting paid.
And to me, it's even more selfish though. At that, okay, you are a role model,
Professional.
a professional. You're a baseball player. You've achieved your dream, getting to the MLB. We have a global pandemic going right now where everybody just wants some sense of normalcy, just to see something on the TV. Something like this past weekend, we had UFC 249 going on. Just some sense of
right now it would be baseball, right?
Things are starting to get back to normal, and players are sitting there saying, "I need my millions of dollars, and I'm not playing 90 games, and this is dangerous." And
how about the
to me,
vendors?
all I heard there was greed.
That's what they said about Matt Snell today. I think that's his name.
So I'm a little disappointed in that, because you know what? I think you're doing pretty damn good for yourself right now, as opposed to small businesses right now that are wondering if they're even going to be able to start back up. And you're a professional baseball player, bitching about your millions of dollars, and I want my money, and I'm not taking a pay cut. Think about all the people that are struggling and suffering right now, and you're like, "Oh no, but dude, where the fuck is the compassion?" Excuse my language.
None.
Come on, man.
Some of them, it's not all the ball players are saying this.
No, and I'm not saying it's across the board.
I think most
all
of
the
them,
ball
like
players.
this guy talked today, Snow. Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
And see what happens. See what kind of agreement the MLB goes with the players and the union, and they're the strongest union on the planet. Baseball. In football, you get hurt, they cut you. You're done.
Yeah. Oh well.
In baseball,
that's why the money's never guaranteed in football.
No.
Like, you get a guaranteed amount, but it's not like in baseball where you're signing a $120 million contract. You just gained $120 million.
Stan played 13 games last year.
Yeah.
He got paid.
Yeah. Did you know right now that the players that still have like those current, I heard David Wright, they're still getting paid full amount.
Really?
That's what I heard.
Retired.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I guess with the contract settings and everything.
Well, they owed him.
They owed him money.
Yeah.
So
21 million, if I remember correctly.
Those who want to play this season, are supposed to play the season.
Yeah.
Would have to take a pay cut. Those who are retired or owed money, they're getting in full.
Yeah.
It's all so bizarre to me right now.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah. Why should they get full? And players now are getting, or supposedly want, a pay cut.
And another thing, so like I had proposed about a month or so ago, lowering the ticket prices when baseball stadiums open back up, wherever that may be. I found out that the UFC fights took place in Florida.
Yeah.
All right. So, and you were mentioning 3 states.
Yeah, Arizona,
Florida, Arizona, and Georgia.
Yeah, the warm states.
The warm states to basically house these games.
Yeah.
And they have the facilities to put the players in, to give them a place to live, hotels, etc. Now, going back to what I was saying, though, these players are worried about this money. And granted, they probably said some dumb shit. And now they're like, oh, man, everybody just called me an asshole. Let me retract some of this stuff.
Too late.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, like you just said, Pops, it's too late. You said it.
Yeah.
Now we know what you're about. When the world is in turmoil, this is how you.
And you're right about
How are you going to get paid millions of dollars when people can't afford to go to games right now?
Cut the prices.
Plus, people are scared, so you'd know. And even then, if you want fans in the stands, you're not going to have full capacity. So how much money do you think that stadium's making that day in concessions and ticket prices?
Yeah, have somebody there, though,
You know?
Even if its capacity is 47,000.
So how
Let's
are
say
we...
you get 23,000. You got a bunch of people sitting in the upper deck, mezzanine, and downstairs. So you separate them, in my opinion. They're definitely 6 feet apart.
No, that's totally fine.
If you have to wear masks, wear masks.
I'm all for that. But my point is, so you have a sold out stadium, like you go to Yankee Stadium, sold out, right?
Yeah.
So, sold out Yankee Stadium. That's where this player's money is coming from, right here.
Of course.
Now, you can't sell out the stadium because you have certain restrictions on how many people you're allowed to enter the stadium.
Right.
You're not making as much money, so how are you supposed to pay these players?
But you make some.
You make some, but my point is they want their full paycheck.
Yeah. Well,
I'm over here just bitching to get 32 hours this week, and these guys are like...
In their defense, though, they did sign a contract
They
with
did
the
sign a
owners,
contract.
and the owners are very wealthy.
Very wealthy,
They're
yes.
suffering too, in a sense, because stadiums are not full. They have control of the concessions. The
Owners
ticket
are probably
prices.
worth how many billions of dollars, you think?
Depends on the owners. They're all of them are rich.
Yeah. Would you say they're all billionaires at least?
Easily.
Easily billionaires.
Easily. Yeah.
So yeah.
What do you think? The Steinbrenners are broke?
No, but I'm just like, are they really hurting?
No.
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 My point.
They can survive.
My point is, I don't. I
don't feel any sympathy for them.
No, I do not.
No, because
They're not hurting.
You gave these guys the contract. You know what? You got to pay them.
I don't know what $1 million looks like, let alone $1 billion. All right, and if you're worth a couple of billion, I think you can make some, some sacrifices. Maybe.
They said Major League
Maybe?
Baseball is worth $10.5 to $11 billion a year.
$11 billion a year. So right
billion, not million.
I know.
Billion.
Billion.
Yeah.
Billion. $11 billion a year. This is your one season that it's not going to be 11 billion, everybody.
No.
It's not going to be. You missed 70 games already.
Yeah.
It's not going to be 11 billion, but we still want to be in the $1 billion number.
Yeah. Well,
bracket.
greedy, right?
So what I mean, it makes me sick.
More money.
Makes me sick.
That's it. You sign the guy's contract like Gary Cole, $300 million, and the rest of the players, Yankees are worth a fortune. They could afford to pay these guys, even with a half an audience.
Yeah.
In my opinion, only. They'll probably take a little bit of a hit because you know what?
You're going to take a hit regardless. But the thing is you know what? You're not thinking about the fan base at all.
No, dollar.
You're thinking about yourself.
The dollar. That's all.
And these are the people that made you billionaires. That made you millionaires.
Who pays the salaries? The fans.
That's what I'm saying. Is how about you sit there, you get your head out of your ass, all right?
Yeah.
And why don't you give a season to the fans where you make the tickets dirt cheap?
And why not?
Maybe a hot dog costs $2. Oh my God!
Instead of $8.
Instead of $8.
A beer is what, $12?
Yeah.
Cut it in half.
Maybe the beer is $6. Maybe you make it reasonable.
They're still making money.
You're still gonna make money.
I don't know what you are. Watch the in beer. If they were charging $11, $12, cost them about $half.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rest is profit.
That's an insane amount of profit.
We drink a can of beer right now, right? It costs us 50 cents. They're charging $12. God, charging 16, 14, whatever.
Yeah. And that you're getting charged like $10 a beer. That's domestic. That's not even like you want a Beck's.
No.
You forget about it. Sell your
They
car.
don't even have that.
You want a Heineken? Sell,
Yeah.
Sell your car.
Breaks my heart when I used to go to the games with Danny to the Ranger games. God.
When I was like, can I get a Miller Lite? And they give me a cup, and they're like, all right, $14. And I'm like,
yeah. And people buy it. They couldn't fill those.
Well, yeah, I was
they
already
could-
drunk, but that.
Yeah, but they couldn't fill those things up fast enough at Madison Square Garden.
But now the thing is this was at a time when people
This
were
is different now. People are broke.
they were saving money. Maybe they were working some extra overtime or something. They were like, "Yo, I'm taking a family
They were working.
to a game."
Period.
Yeah. Taking my family to a game this weekend. I just got a bunch of hours OT. We're gonna get some
Yeah.
pretzels and some nachos and cheese.
That's it. Doesn't even matter. Garden, Ranger game.
But
Nick
we
game?
listen,
Full.
Dad. No, what doesn't matter,
Full.
Dad. What doesn't matter is we have to worry about these players' paychecks.
No.
You know, because of the 48-room mansion they bought. They gotta pay a mortgage too. You know, there you go. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. I got an idea.
Yeah.
Okay. To the players out there, the professional baseball players out there that are worried about their financial situation, don't worry, because I'm sure they'll put 3 months of your mansion's mortgage
Yeah.
at the tail end of it. All right. You can take a hit this season. We're all taking hits right now. All right.
Yeah.
You can put that 3 months, and you know what? What if we make a deal with baseball, right? And we say when things pick back up, we'll just put that money we owed you this season on the end of your contract. Like, you know, be like a subcontract.
That's why they're going to work out something with the players and MLB before the season. If it starts July 1st, they got to work something out where it's fair to everybody, to the players, to the owners, and to the fans.
Mostly
to the fans.
Most importantly, to
Yeah,
the
because
fans.
they're the ones that support you. They're the ones that are coming to the game, paying $50 to park
Yeah.
at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
You know, and the guard $52 for a parking spot for a 2.5 hour spare. You know,
Yeah.
time. $52.
$52 for 2.5
The
hours.
tickets are
time.
$200.
God forbid the game goes into extra innings. An average baseball game's about 3 hours anyways,
Change,
right?
yeah, right now. Yeah.
So you're sitting there going, man, that meter, I'm getting ticketed. Yeah, because they're too busy thinking about the $14 beer they just bought and how half of it's spilt trying to make it up the stairs.
But like I
I
said,
just lost $7
you go to
in
a
this
game,
Heineken.
I go to a game, I don't even care. You know, I buy a beer. We went to the
Without
Ranger
a
game.
doubt.
We
Yeah.
buy a beer, and that's
You
it.
didn't- yeah.
We buy one,
But you
maybe
do.
two.
You do care because when you go into the stands, unless you're a millionaire yourself,
No.
that's why you're tailgating. Because you're like, if I get a
Speaking
good
of which, good point. There'll be no tailgating,
yeah.
right? How many people we went to Giant Stadium?
Unless they have like lots and they're like, you get that lot, you
Ain't
get
that big
that
enough,
lot,
yeah.
you get that lot.
Yeah, well, what? We got there at 9 o'clock in the morning that time for a Giant game. There was like 20,000 people there already.
Yeah.
Barbecuing, drinking. You know,
Oh yeah.
And they weren't 6 feet apart.
Sharing burgers with each other. Yeah, no,
Playing
things are going
football,
to be
you know.
different now. No, that's a good point too. You're probably not going to see tailgating anymore.
No. Especially not in the beginning. You know, till this is resolved. You're not going to see that. They won't let anybody in the stadium till the game starts.
I got so annoyed when I'd heard that. I'd heard that on the radio, and then you confirmed it on the way home that you had heard things like that as well. Not just one player, but maybe a couple of players out there. Like, how are you going to say shit like that, though?
No.
How are you going to say shit like that?
I still like what you said about Chapman. Get him!
I like how he said tick-tock pitch, like the clock's
Yeah.
ticking.
By the way, they're not going to face each other as much as they would normally with only a 92-game season.
Yeah.
You know, normally, like in your own league, like in the let's say American League East, they face Baltimore, Boston, Tampa, and Toronto 19 times. That's gone. Maybe they'll face them 9 or 10 times if it starts July 1st.
Yeah.
Because you still have to play the West. You have to go to the West Coast, you know, and that normally 7 games. That's probably going to be cut down, you know.
4,
Maybe 2 and
5,
2 or 3 and 4.
Yeah.
You know, so, and who knows? Again, excuse me, we're talking hypothetical. You don't even know if the season's going to start July 1st.
No, that's hopeful. That's hopeful.
That's just, yeah, exactly. I can't wait.
You're hopeful right now.
I wish the hockey season would resume, but they're saying probably hockey and basketball, if they do resume, are going to go right to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And God only knows what kind of shape these guys are going to be in. He missed 6-7 weeks already.
Oh, I guarantee you. You know, they're definitely not in playoff shape.
No way. No way.
Definitely not in playoff
I don't
shape.
care what anybody says. You skated for 60, 70 games almost. And now you haven't skated and practiced
In
for
almost 2 months.
2 months?
And then they're like, welcome to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I don't know. I got a funny feeling that the NBA and the NHL, if this continues, are just going to cancel the year out. Like, say the stats will count, whatever they did.
Yeah.
But that's it. Zibanejad scored 40 goals. Panarin, who I love. But that's it.
And it's because there was 11 games left, you were kind of wondering, like, how many more goals would you have added?
Could have made the playoffs. They wanted 3 points out, or 2 or 3.
Yeah, they wouldn't make the playoffs if the playoffs started right now.
No. They'd be out by 2 points. Because the team that was ahead of them was Carolina.
That's
Went
shitty
81.
right there.
Yeah.
That's
The
so
Rangers were
shitty
hot.
right there.
Remember, I was going crazy the
No.
way they were playing. I didn't even think they were close, but with the team they had this year,
Yeah, no.
and Panarin was the guy.
I know.
He
Because you called me like 11:30 every night.
he made everybody better.
Panarin!
91 points. Oh my
Yeah.
God. This guy was worth every penny they gave him. They signed him, I think, for 7 years. Thank God. Hopefully the hockey season starts back again.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, right now, so far, it looks like weather-wise,
It's getting better.
but it looks like weather-wise right now, it seems that tomorrow, I heard tomorrow is supposed to be,
80.
in New York right now, it's supposed to be like 80 degrees.
I love it. I'll be wearing shorts tomorrow.
That's even better because once, like we talked about a couple episodes ago about how long the virus can survive in that kind of heat.
Yeah.
Not long.
And the point is, if they're going to start, they're going to start in the warm states, which is already 90 degrees in Arizona, So, hopefully that's a good sign. But you and me know the medical field still wants a vaccine for this. Because then I think everybody will feel a lot safer.
At that point,
And still cautious. But safe.
still cautious, but you know what? At that point, a vaccine right there would make all the difference. The world wants that right
How do you
now.
get the vaccine? Anybody or just the old guys first?
Well, no, I definitely think the people that are most in danger
Yeah.
should be the first ones to be treated.
Let's see how that works.
Because if your immune system's healthy enough where people have walked around, had it, didn't know they had it, didn't show symptoms of it, had the antibodies in their bloodstream.
Yeah.
But that was a great thing because then those people
That's me.
could donate their blood to help.
We'll
Because
see.
they had, but that's my.
I agree.
My
Not
thoughts
because I'm
is-
almost, I'm 69
No,
years
but
old.
I would say like you should get the vaccine before I do.
Yeah, younger.
That's my thought.
Yeah.
And
Whatever.
anybody with respiratory problems, anybody with medical issues, that once again that this thing.
First come, first. Not first come, first.
Not
serve.
first come, first serve.
But give the.
But those most susceptible.
Well,
to,
which is right. What they say, people that are 65 or over.
65 or older, anybody with like asthma,
Right. Even
respiratory
with
issues,
younger age, but
things
still.
like that. Anybody that has a medical issue in that area, yes,
Keep
you should
drinking.
be. Yeah, there you go.
I think alcohol solves the problem. Don't no, I don't want to push alcoholism, but give me a couple of beers. Hey, how long have we been doing this show since this is going on? 2 months? 3 months?
I think we're going on 3 months right now.
Yeah. Knock on wood. I've been going to see my best friend Danny and his wife. We go there, once a week. We have a couple of beers, socialize. So we're having fun. I can't get too overwhelmed to say, I gotta sit home, like
Well,
this
Like
in my bed. No.
But that's you. And at the same time, though, I do understand people that are afraid to leave the house.
True.
There are people who have anxiety problems.
Yeah.
To begin with, before
I'm
this
just
whole thing
relating to
started.
myself. Mr.
Yes.
Chris, my neighbor, right?
Yeah.
Denise told me today he fell last week.
You all
Just
right?
walking the drive. Yeah, he's hurt. He bruised his hip, but he just fell. Again, he's susceptible. He's staying home all the time.
Yeah.
He's, I think, Mr. Chris is 78 years old. So I get it. But,
Some people, yeah, no. And like I said, I don't like to each their own. But like, just be as safe as you can be, because if you're gonna go out, hand san, and I know because I've made you hand sanitizer, so I know you have that. I know
I got everything.
Yeah, the spray,
I just
everything.
bought a new thing of 80 wipes.
Just even hearing you tell me, like, when you came in from playing your numbers and you got in your car and you did that, and then you wiped the steering wheel down.
Every time.
See,
Every
that's
time I
like,
leave
if you are
Walmart,
going to go out, obviously.
Any public
everybody
place,
knows.
I do it right away. Right away.
So,
No,
but
without a doubt.
what else?
I am trying to stay safe, but I cannot
safe.
sit home.
Yeah.
I have to get out and walk my pups.
The puppies.
6 miles today I did.
Damn.
Yeah, 4 times I walked them.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so we
Love
went
it.
where the fights took place in Florida. Oh, one thing. So I wanted to bring up a little bit of some sports that previously happened. We've mentioned it before. UFC 249.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to put the links down in the description, but there are highlights on YouTube. I will add that after we're done with the show. It was something that once I clicked the live stream settings, it took the description away from me.
Okay.
So I will add that in after the show. There should be a link or two in the description down below when all is said and done, when I have time to do that. But there were highlights on YouTube of UFC 249, and I had showed you one of them before we got started.
Oh, it's great.
It was a punch fest.
My God.
I mean,
There was
it
nobody
was
there except like you said, the judges and the whatever.
Well, it was the fight that I'm thinking of the most. It was Tony Ferguson and Justin G, because I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I think it's Gaethje. How do you think you pronounce that?
Can't see.
Yeah, that's true.
No glasses. Blind
That's
as
true.
a bat.
But I'm just going to say Tony Ferguson and Justin G. And it was a slugfest. It was
That's the
about a
one you just showed
7-minute. Yeah, that was
Oh,
the
my
highlight
God.
I showed you. These guys were beating the hell out of each other.
It's like old days of boxing.
But it was so interesting to see. Yeah, it was very much a very boxing.
Well, they weren't,
Hey, fight.
back it off. They were
They were connected.
going at each other.
You heard them.
Yeah, there was no hugging or nothing like that, like in boxing. They were going at it.
Especially, like, I felt like with there not being anybody in the stands, you heard those punches
Oh my
even
God! Yeah,
louder.
like an echo.
Yeah, it was just pow,
Yeah.
pow. Shit was crazy.
Oh, that sucks though. When
One-
people there, you know.
One thing I did notice too is just from the camera angles in the highlights I watched, you could tell they were using a limited crew there because there was limited camera angles and there were certain hits that were missed. And I saw another highlight where the guy got hit below the belt, but you didn't see it because the camera was up here. So you could tell they were working.
Full crew.
They were working with a limited camera crew.
Well, no. At least they got started.
At least it's going.
But again, like I said, it's hard to do. Like I said, any sport without an audience. Oh,
It's tough. And speaking of audiences, though, so it seems to us that, and I think they had an interview with Joe Buck, or a phone call with him today. They were chit-chatting. And for NFL, to call games, they were considering using recorded crowd audio. Simulated audio. And I, right off the bat, just started having a little fun. I'm driving, just kind of giggling to myself a little bit. Like, because it just reminded me, like, remember the movie Major League?
yeah.
And they're like, yeah, listen to that crowd. And then you look out into the stands, and there's like 6 people.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Wow!
Bob Uecker.
Yeah. So I just got a kick out of that because it's like, and then they talked about adding a digital audience to the crowd.
Which they did in Major League.
You said that in Major League, but my brain, the way my head worked, was I was like, dude, is this going to be like the old school Madden games, like Madden 99? So in my head, this is what I pictured the future of the NFL to look like, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, God.
You see that? You see that arrow right there? That's the crowds that
Doesn't exist.
That's the crowd that's going to be put in there for the. It's just a bunch.
It's funny, but it could happen.
I know, but it's just a bunch of 8-bit people. You know, like, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's just hilarious, right there to me.
That could happen.
I know.
If they want an audience.
You wouldn't know whether you were playing like one of the early 2000 Madden games or watching an actual game unless they zoomed in on the quarterback and went, nope, that's a real person.
No. Look at baseball. Like, if the pitcher throws to first base too many times, boo, boo. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know if they could simulate that.
Well, what they'd have to do is, they would have to,
How about arguments with the umpire, you know?
well, you'd have to, yeah, they'd have to have somebody really good there to do that.
Yeah. I'm
You
trying
know,
to
and
figure
take
it out.
care, like, you know, just kind of know,
I
like,
think-
have an idea.
They're hoping that doesn't happen.
No, but it sounds that way.
I think they're hoping, like we mentioned earlier, like Yankee Stadium holds like 47,000. You know, maybe you can condense it, you know, from upper deck mezzanine to lower deck, and keep them apart. And maybe 23,000 people in it, and see what happens. 23,000 is better than nothing.
No, without a doubt. I mean,
And like I agree with you, reduce the prices. Give the fans a break. You never do.
no.
Never do. As long as I've been
Things
alive,
elevate, you know?
everything has been raised. You know, when I was going to Yankee Stadium in the '70s, the ticket was like, I don't know, $5 to $7. Now,
Do you want to sit behind third? 400, 500?
I don't know if it's that high, but
It's up there?
you know, do you own cheap seats or the bleachers? You know,
That's where I sit.
yeah. We sat in right field, me and Dan O'Leary, and I think I remember the price was $139 a ticket. Second, the mezzanine.
I watch games like this.
No.
I don't know who that is,
And I'm
but I think
spoiled.
you just
I
struck
told
out.
Matthew that I'm spoiled.
I know, I told you I wanted to take you to a game. You're like, where are we sitting? I was like, but in left field up
No.
there. And you're like,
No.
nah, you go. You
No.
get a bloody nose. I'm fine.
No. We went to Brian's wedding that time in the suites.
Oh,
Couldn't see anything.
It was really cool to be in the suites, though.
Yeah, it was. It was great. Couldn't see anything. The sun was shining so bright I couldn't see the home plate.
Yeah.
There was 3 home runs hit that I never saw in that game.
My wife called 2 of them. I think
Yeah.
she said Brian McCann. She was
Brian
like, he's
McCann,
hitting
A-Rod.
2. He's hitting 2.
Yeah, couldn't see it. The sun was so bright. We were in left field, right? Second deck mezzanine. It was great. I mean, you talk about fancy, beautiful. Couldn't see a damn thing. Go back to the Giant game you guys took me like 9 years ago against Seattle.
Yeah.
Upper deck, right? Front row.
Yeah.
Couldn't see anything. They looked like ants.
Yeah.
Couldn't see nothing. You know, especially when they went to the other side of the field and we were over here. Nah. I'd rather sit home.
No, I feel you. I definitely, I do like the experience of going to a game and
Me too.
tailgating with people.
That was the most fun of
Yeah.
that whole game. The tailgating.
And it also, yeah, but that game we took you to, we lost, and and we should have won that game. I remember
You
against
like with that
Seattle,
pick when he got hit.
fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Like less than
They
2
ran
minutes
99
to go.
yards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that was the beginning of Seattle's reign.
That was shitty.
Yeah.
That was really shitty.
Yeah. Russell Wilson and them, you know, they wound up winning.
Hand me a potato chip, please. Or the whole thing, thank you. I just wanted one. Thank you.
Nah, I don't know. I just pray to God they figure out something out soon. You know, we have geniuses, I'll repeat myself, in this world. And sooner or later, and this is worldwide, it's not like, the USA is going to figure this out. It's going to be somebody.
Somebody's going to figure it out, and you know, that's going to be such a celebratory day. I know we've gone over that a couple of times.
And by the way, it's going to be like crazy. Like everything's, oh man, it's so unique. No, it's going to be a simple thing. The vaccine.
Well,
eventually.
they have something, like, you know, but you still have to go through a lot of testing phases and things
Ton.
like that.
Yeah.
It has to be safe to use
too early.
to use on people.
It took them how many years to figure out AIDS? You know,
Yeah.
people are dropping dead like in the millions. And this just started really, you know what, early this year? I think it started before that. I think Mary Ellen, if she's watching, will agree that this started way before that. You know, people were getting sick, you know, in November, December. So, we'll see.
We'll see. But we've been live now for about 40 minutes. You ready to take the first break?
Gotcha.
All right. So we'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
We'll do a little discussion about on this day. How about that?
We could do a couple things. I still got a few.
nice.
I still got a few more things to talk about.
Good.
I got a few more screenshots to go over. Make sure we didn't cover those already. But I do have a few things to talk about with you.
I'm ready.
And we could do some on this day and talk right
Yeah,
there because
yeah,
I know you have a few things that have happened this week that we'll get into after the break.
Yeah.
But yeah, stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. Thank you for being patient with us. Going on to the next part of the show.
Yep.
You said you got a few things on your mind, Pops?
Oh yeah. I'm pissed. No, I don't want people to think,
Why you mad?
Oh, because everybody's so afraid.
I mean, they have every right to be.
I get it. But, I like what I see people walking, regardless if they have masks. Most people up here don't have while they're walking. Me, I walk the dogs. But don't sit home. Don't crawl up and die. Unless you're really older and you can't get out there. If you're available to get out there, get out there.
It's definitely good to get outside, get some fresh air.
Especially now. It's gorgeous out.
The sunlight hits you, that vitamin D.
And you chat with people as you're walking by.
Yeah,
you're
maintaining that 6 feet,
doing? Give me a break. Don't crawl up and die. I don't want to see people, being a hermit.
Well, like I said before,
easier said than done.
Like I said before, Dad, everybody's gonna, there are some people that are gonna have, have their fears, and they're gonna play. You want to play as safe as possible.
I get it.
And there's some people like you that want to take the dog for a walk. I take Lucy for a walk.
Yeah. Whatever.
Here and there, once again, the main thing is to when you do want to go out, maintain social distancing. When you get back in your house, just wash your hands. Try not to
follow
touch
the
your
rules.
face.
I get that. You wear the mask.
But you have to take.
You can't get in the store without the
yeah,
mask.
No, dude, if you're in public places,
I get that.
you have to wear the masks.
I mean, I got the store to me.
I'm gonna wipe the mask down. Whatever.
Yeah, and I got wipes in my cars, but I just don't want people to just, like I said.
Well, I think
lay down.
I know that, and I don't see.
I'm going to get a lot of disagreement with that.
But because you don't want to sit there and you're like, you know what, you're right, let's go out there, and then all of a sudden you get
virus.
It just bursts back up.
Yeah.
We're trying to slow it down.
But everybody's following the procedures.
Follow the procedures.
And everything is going down.
Well, you have to throw a little bit of compassion to those that if you had anxiety problems before this, or even if you were a germaphobe before this.
Yeah.
You have to have compassion towards those people, because you know what? This was this was crazy to happen, and to people like that, you have to take their feelings into consideration.
No, without a doubt, I do.
I don't think I think everybody in the world right now is just like you right now, where they're just like,
I get out.
I want to get out. I want to get out, but I want this will.
I don't want to die.
And at some point.
Me too. Yeah, I may be the ass that says this, and God forbid I get it. But I'm follow all procedures. I get out in the fresh air every damn day. Nothing else to do. Can't go anywhere other than a supermarket or whatever. And I don't want to provoke people and go, oh yeah, just go out. No.
Once again, even when things start opening back up again, you have to take the precautions.
Oh my God, they're gonna be afraid. Yeah, without a doubt.
I understand that you're pissed, but you're not the only one.
No, without a doubt.
Hmm.
But anyway, on this day,
hit me.
Dwight Gooden pitched a no-hitter for the Yankees against Seattle.
See, I like how you did that there. The voice you even did that in. I could see you being in a Yankee Stadium and not with the microphone.
2-0 shutout against A-Rod, Ken Griffey Jr., Eduardo Martinez, whatever his name was. That was some hitting team.
See, I would do if I was to do the on this day, I would do a Frank Caliendo kind of thing, like the comedian, do impersonations, right? Yeah. Do a little Sean Connery on this day.
Dwight Gooden as you.
Pitched a no-hit.
He must have pissed the Met fans off because he was a Met.
He was a very worthy adversary.
He was drafted as a Met, and he winds up doing it with the Yankees.
Yeah.
The 9th no-hitter in Yankee history.
Also, I don't know if we covered this already, but speaking of the Mets and Yankees, from what I understand, that A-Rod and J-Lo, they're not going to buy the Mets.
Probably not. No.
No. I think it's already been confirmed
I
that
think the
they're not.
will not sell this
No,
team.
they're not. They're not going to
Especially
sell.
with the situation right now.
But going back into, I just want to get into some football.
Okay.
So this was following the New York Giants on Twitter. Teams most likely to have the number 1 pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. Here we are getting optimistic about the New York Giants having a decent season.
Yeah.
And here are the predictions for the 2021 draft out of the 5 teams to get the number 1 draft pick. The Chargers, the Jaguars, the Giants, the Bengals, and the Dolphins.
And neither of them are going to make playoffs.
So that right off the bat can tell you that, yes, there are some people out there that are not so optimistic about the Giants.
But you never know.
You never know. No, this is just all like, okay, here's how I think this is going to go.
Yeah. But you can't predict that because any one of these players,
No, I don't.
any one of these players that drafted on this team, whether it's the Giants, the other 4 teams you mentioned, you never know.
You never know what
What
they're
if
going to
they
do.
become an LT?
It's like that. One of the great lines from the movies, or even just the name of the movie. Any given Sunday, we don't know.
Yeah.
But I found it a bit hilarious that, like, even with all the positive vibes that we got from the draft this year,
You don't know
yeah,
until they get on the field and show what they got. And my take, I said with the Giants, probably 2 or 3 years.
that's what I was going to say. At least 2,
Yeah.
to see if anything
And
works out.
what they pick up, even if they have a bad season, if there is one, what are they going to draft next year? Are they going to get another defensive end, hopefully? Are they going to get another cornerback? Are they going to get a better middle linebacker?
Mm-hmm.
But that's every team. But you never know. One of these teams might pick the right guys and see what happens.
Could happen.
And all of a
Hey,
sudden,
like you said, it could be this year.
yeah, all of a sudden, Giants win the first 3 games. Whoa! I'm just exaggerating.
No, I know what you
It
mean.
rarely happens. Say, what's his name? The quarterback? I'm blank.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones. What if all of a sudden this guy's throwing passes, and Saquon gets an offensive line that's blocking for him. Open up the holes.
Building off of what you're saying,
Yeah.
and even just branching off of like where we started there,
You never know.
is that's just that's what people think.
I'm just talking about the Giants. I'm a Giant fan. But the other teams too that drafted their players, maybe they're damn good that we don't know about.
But this going into it is, and you don't know what's going to happen, but it just seems like. So what I just saw just now is one of the other screenshots I looked at was that Joe Judge isn't. He already said, he goes, this isn't going to be a carryover offense from last season. You're not going to see the same offensive plays from last season that you did, and now you got
new coaches.
Jason Garrett as our offensive coordinator, who
ironically, right? Dallas Cowboy guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go figure. He comes here.
He comes to the Giants as an offensive coordinator, which also excites me, though, in a lot of ways. Just seeing how he was able to put, when they got Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott in the first couple seasons that
they were there.
They were rookies, but everything opened up, and Ezekiel Elliott had such an explosive. I think he rushed for 1,500 yards.
Yeah.
That's his first
Maybe
season.
this guy has a method, a new method of offense with Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones. If they have the offensive line that hopefully can block for this guy,
open up holes.
And by the way, how about some new strategy? Not the same nonsense.
But that's what they're talking about. Is that? And Joe Judge said, he goes, "I'm not bringing the same offensive mentality from last season into this season with Garrett now here at the helm of our offense."
Yeah.
He goes, we're going to be changing things up, And I'm excited about that personally because of how talented Saquon Barkley is.
Don't waste him.
And seeing what Garrett did with the Dallas Cowboys
Yeah.
for Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
And the holes that it opened up because of the plays that were put together.
Yeah, mind you, different team.
Different team, different players,
Different
yes,
players,
but utilizing what he had there to create
knowledge.
Yes.
Yeah.
This isn't somebody we don't know.
Give me some
this
trick plays once in a while, you know? Not the how would you say? What's they know what's coming?
Telegraphed.
No, telegraphed.
Telegraphed.
Exactly, yeah. Once in a while, you know, on first down, give me a flea flicker. You know, I don't care what time in the game is. You know, show them that you're gonna
keep them on their toes.
Keep them on their toes. Keep them honest. You know, exactly.
Whether it's a flea flicker or something that you just made up with, that you saw in a dream because you had too many Miller Lights and you were like, I got a great idea. I want to, and this is what I'm excited about because seeing this and seeing it on Twitter and just being able to talk about it right now and just express my excitement that we've been talking about this for quite some time now.
Yeah.
I want to see different plays written for the offense.
Without a doubt.
And not this, you know, these
same nonsense.
I feel like it's just been failed nonsense since when Ben McAdoo took over the New York Giants, and from that point, after Coughlin to now, it's just been downhill, or just barely keeping your nose above water.
You remember Spagnuolo, right? When he was on the Giants many years ago, right?
Defensive coordinator.
Yeah, exactly. But he knew he had the players. He knew what he could do, and he blitzed like never anybody I ever saw.
Yeah.
You know, when he was knew it was time against Brady, you know, in the Super Bowl, blah blah blah, whatever. He did it. He knew he had the players. That's what I want to see with this Jason Garrett guy. Show me something different. Don't be repetitious. Run.
Just seeing what I've seen so far is that's the direction, because I've seen it from, I believe, who tweeted that out actually. I think it was Kim Jones. Yeah, Kim Jones had tweeted that out, or retweeted it. I'm sorry, but it seems to me that's the direction.
Kimberly Jones?
Yeah, Kim Jones.
She was a Yankee before Meredith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, just
going
going
the Jones, as they called it.
But that's what she had wrote. She goes, interesting to me that head coach Joe Judge said the offense is not a carryover in any way from what New York Giants ran last year. Said it will be similarly based off what Jason Garrett ran in Dallas.
Okay.
So, I mean,
got to be a plus, no?
I think so, because obviously the recipe we've had over the past few seasons have not been a successful one.
Failure.
You know?
The only thing
would start
it could
this,
get better.
I think it will.
If there's a change, you know, of
but even then, there still has to be a level of patience, and myself and yourself too.
Yeah.
Have to be ready for that, whether you want to accept it or
I have no
not.
patience.
You have zero patience, I know.
None.
But
I want to see first down, get 5 yards. Not stop at the line of scrimmage. If you get 1st and 5, you know, right away 5 yards, you got a good chance of getting the first down again.
Yeah.
Don't telegraph to the defense. Show them something they don't know.
Yeah.
That's coming.
Keep them on their toes.
Keep them guessing.
Change a game plan in the second half, and not the way in where you're going to be conservative in the second half.
Right. If you
have a lead.
Yeah. If you get.
But no, even if you have a lead, Pops.
Yeah.
Even if you have a lead, I'm so sick and tired of this conservative bullshit where you play prevent defense.
No, it sucks. No.
And you're like, oh, we have a lead. You have a lead because you took chances.
Yeah. And, Philadelphia, Eli's game. 17-3, they're winning, right? All of a sudden they change their game plan. What are you doing?
This is what I mean, though.
You never do to the guy that scored 2 TDs. What's his name?
And I hope that is something that it will change with Garrett at the helm of the offense.
You have to change.
And
you have to adjust.
But do not play conservative football.
No, and not telegraph football.
But that's what I mean. It's because conservative football to me, like everybody knows. Oh, the
What's
Giants.
coming?
The Giants got a 2-point,
Well, 10
like a 2-score lead.
Yeah.
They're
gonna try to hold on to
They're
that.
gonna run the ball a bunch.
But then they're gonna do what they did to get those 17 points. That's my point.
Yeah.
Why stick with it? Keep, like I said, put the pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
That guy, what's that guy's name?
Keep the foot on their throats.
The receiver, the new receiver that they had last year. Eli threw 2 touchdowns to him, never caught a pass after that.
Slayton.
Yeah. Go figure, right? Why did you change that game plan? Keep throwing to the guy. He burnt them twice. Go figure it.
Yeah. But that is something that I'm very optimistic about right now. Even going from, and that's why I thought it was a great lead-in right there. Was we're predicted to be one of the teams to get a number 1 draft pick for 2021, but at the same time now you have Jason Garrett.
New coach, yeah.
You have you have new players on the offensive line.
Does that shock you that he came here?
A little
Garrett?
bit.
Yeah,
little bit,
me too. Right.
Especially he had what, 9 years with the Cowboys or
At
12?
least, no, not 12.
Not 12. I feel like it was one of those numbers.
Between 7 and 9. I'll say that.
I'm going to say 9. He had 9.
He's a damn good coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had great plays. Just couldn't get over the top. But like I said,
hopefully now with the Giants, I mean, and yes, I was surprised that he came to the Giants.
money says something.
But I think
he got fired. Why not go to the Giants?
Well, he got fired, but it made okay, yeah. There's a few different ways to look at it too. Is I'm doing it to spite my old team.
I would love that.
Right.
Just to stick it to Jerry Jones.
But what I like to think is that he definitely, because with somebody with his knowledge of the sport,
yeah,
there's a lot of teams that could use a coach like that.
True.
Okay.
But nobody offers.
But to come to the Giants
as an offensive coordinator
and come here as an offensive coordinator, I have a belief that he sees something in our offense that he has a plan for.
I would love it.
And that's what I'm gathering off of
it's going to be hard seeing him in the Giants.
The tweets I've seen. It's
going
to be weird. It's going to be weird. It's definitely going to be weird.
But you never know. And by the way, if the Giants are successful with him, let's say down the road, he'll get another job as a coach.
I know.
Without a doubt. Spagnuolo, right?
He's not that old.
Hell no. Whatever. Yeah, coaches right now are 35 years old. My day they were.
I'm just talking about Garrett, though. He's like...
Yeah. I'll say
I know he's not in his 30s.
I'll say his 40s.
Yeah.
Easily.
So he could easily get a job as a head coach again.
Down the road? Hell yeah.
And I agree with you. If he does something positive with the Giants, doors may open up. Who knows? He might be the head coach of the Giants one day.
You never know. JoJo's doesn't do what they think, But they got to give this kid a chance. I say kid. He's 35. Joe Judge.
Well, when it comes to you
got to give him at least 2-3 years. True.
I agree. I want to see what.
Don't get rid of him if they have a bad season. If the Giants can win at least, I'll say right now, they haven't won 8 games in a while.
It's been a while since they've been a 500 team.
Yeah, well, when they went 11-5, that was 5 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, so it's been a little while.
Give me at least a 500 season. Maybe even have a shot at the playoffs. As a wild card. If there is a season. Who the hell knows?
Well, we got our fingers crossed for that one right there. I'm optimistic that there will be something of a season, even if, ladies and gentlemen, this is what the stands look like. But I am optimistic regardless that there will be something to watch.
You're looking at what? 4 months?
Yeah.
Season always opens ballpark Labor Day. That's about 4 months away.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Now the bottom line is, do they can they go to spring training, which is usually in July, which I doubt.
Well, let's just say, and here's my thoughts on that, is I think spring training is a very good possibility.
July 15th, usually.
July 15th. It might be pushed off a little bit,
sure.
But depending upon how well this works with the other sports, UFC and MLB,
Yeah.
and with these like Florida, Arizona,
True.
Georgia, Alabama, like these warm states.
Yeah.
If they see positive results from games being held there, why wouldn't you have
Well, without a doubt.
your spring training there?
If baseball starts July 1st.
Because if
training should
Arizona
start.
is sitting there, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No.
But if Arizona is already saying that they can house all the baseball teams,
They will.
and they will, then you could do that with the football teams as well, couldn't you?
Without a doubt.
So
At least for training.
I feel optimistic about spring training for the NFL.
NFL, yeah.
Because there will be some out of the, like, you can see, okay, well, this is how UFC's doing it and MLB, and so far nothing negative has come out of this. So that really will tell all right there on what spring training is going to look like
And it's 2
for
months
the
away.
NFL.
2 months away.
2 months away, and
Yeah.
we don't know what's going to happen in 2 months.
No. Hopefully by July 15th, everything is settled.
Mm-hmm.
And we figured out something.
But I am optimistic that we will see something there. Once again, even seeing
God, I
UFC go down, even with the small group that was there and the limited amount of cameramen, and you just have the judges and the coaches and the fighters.
Yep.
Just seeing that start up again.
Yeah. Even if the NHL and the NBA, let's say, cancel the season, at least we got forward for baseball and hopefully football.
Yeah.
No. So, if the NHL and NBA
Well, we
decide,
hope baseball. I think you can look more forward to football,
Yeah.
and baseball we're still hopeful for. Just to take your words and just switch them, just rotate them.
Yeah. But, like I said, if they cancel the NBA and the NHL, all right.
Well, they could look.
They'll have to wait 3-4 months
Yeah.
till it'll resume in October. But NFL is coming up.
Yeah.
Obviously, Major League Baseball is shut down. I think they're going to be the first category, in my opinion. You know?
What, football?
And baseball.
Baseball, yeah.
NHL and NBA, we don't know. We have no clue what the hell's going to go on. Because they already play like 68 to 70 games. NHL more, but we don't know if they're going to resume the season and go to the playoffs. Or they're going to play.
I imagine that they will. It seems to me that there is a level of resistance from the players, especially, and it was something that you literally called out, though, was the teams that don't have anything to play for, that are in last place,
Don't want to come.
they're like, what do we even need to be here for?
Mm-hmm.
So I see that more being a possibility of going right into the playoffs, which sucks for the Rangers, but...
No.
At
Well,
the
they might
same-
change the rules, too, they said, initially.
How so?
They said if the season is canceled, the last 11 games, they might include 4 more teams in the playoffs.
Really?
Yeah.
So then the Rangers would be in it.
Yeah. 4 more teams in each conference. But I don't see that happening.
Well, you know what? That makes some sense, though. Now that I think about it, because they talked about, like you said, talked about combining divisions in baseball.
Yeah. That ain't gonna happen either, by the way.
You don't think so?
No, that's just a theory and a hope. That ain't gonna happen. The Mets and the Yankees and the Boston Red Sox and Atlanta are gonna be in the same division? No. I don't see it. Could happen, but I don't see it.
We'll see. I mean...
But in my opinion, the NHL and the NBA are done.
Yeah, I would
Unless
agree
there's
with
some
that.
miracle that happens.
And right
'Cause
now...
none of them are in shape. None of them, in my opinion. I don't care how good they are. You've been out of
It would be the most out-of-whack playoffs right off the bat.
Come on. You've been not skating or shooting the hoops for, 6-7 weeks? No. I'm sorry. Can't see that. Here. I don't think they're coming back. Because baseball is
Agreed.
in the initial stages right now, and football's, a little ways off. I don't see the NHL and the NBA coming back. My opinion only, I don't see it.
Well,
Because
we'll
I
see.
think they're out of shape. Hopefully they're in shape, but you missed how many weeks? 7?
No, I honestly think it doesn't, like, it helps to have a personal gym in your house and things like that, but at the same
It's not
time,
the same.
it's different than training with your
With
your
the whole team,
comrades,
yeah.
your
Constant.
your teammates. But listen, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And as always, thank you for so much for supporting the channel. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back on the Pops and Wiz Sportscast.
Yeah, we'll admit, there's nothing to talk about.
There's not a lot to talk about. The only other things I've got screenshot over here as I play with my phone like a fool is Joe Judge said he has spoken with Marcus Golden. We have an interest in Marcus, as Judge has said. I'm kind of interested to see where that goes.
You know, it's unfortunate. This guy is a new coach. And we don't even know if there's going to be anything going on. Nothing.
I know.
That's the sad part. You know, for the guys that are just coming to a new team. Look at how many new coaches there are right now, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, is there going to be spring training in July? You have no idea.
Well, what I've heard so far is using the Zoom meetings that you can do using your laptop or tablet or whatever it is that you're using to do Zoom. I don't use Zoom, so I don't know. Mm-hmm. But from what I've heard, like even they had talked to Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley, and they're still doing, like, granted that they can't be in the same room together, they're still doing their meetings and things like that using Zoom.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I gotta say though, with everybody, I want to tip my hat to the internet providers and all the companies that are come together to make sure, because now more than ever, even us right now using what we're using YouTube right now to stay connected with people,
right?
Just talking sports and stuff, is that a lot of people are using the internet right now because they can't go out.
Yeah.
So, but like, you know, like I was mentioning before, the NFL players and coaches and teams using these platforms and Zoom and things like that to stay connected and stay okay. So, what's the game plan? Like, you know, going over plays and things like that.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely want to tip my hat to those providers that have boosted their internet service. So this way, with the amount of usage that it's getting right now, it's still, even right now, like I'm just going to click on this right here, and our stream status says good now. And so the millions and millions of people could be live streaming on YouTube right now, and we have a good connection right now. So just like to those providers out there that are making it possible to keep doing things like this.
That's great.
You know, cheers to that, actually.
Cheers.
Thirsty Thursdays, cheers.
You know, it sucks, you know, like I said, for the fans or audience, if we have any right now, it's so hard. And I told Matthew, I said, when this resumes, we're going to have a ton of things to talk about. You know, what happened, you know, during the weekend. By the time we get to Thursday, how many home runs were hit, who won the games. You can't talk about anything right now because obviously there's no sports. And
one of the funniest things about when we're starting the show up and YouTube, you know, we got to put a title in. That's another difficult part to think of right there. Is like, what do we even put as a title right now?
Yeah.
Whereas if things are going on, there'll be certain subjects that we could really get into.
What is it, May 14th today? And still nothing going on. You know,
so
we hope within a month or two. You know,
we'll have more to talk about.
Shit, my God. You know, I told Matthew all the time. I said, well, you know, when sports comes out, let's say baseball right away. And what happens during the week? Man, we'll talk about it all damn day. On Thursday, you know, what happened. You know me, I'll watch every damn game.
Yeah, when things get going, there'll be a subject that we could literally sit an hour on.
Yeah, and fans that are, you know, watching know what we're talking about. You know, who hit the home run.
Who did this? Where was the clutch play?
Who lost the game?
Who blew it?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But now, you can't talk about it because, obviously, nothing happened.
But some of the ideas that we've had, as you saw last week, we wanted to simulate a season using MLB The Show 2015, because it's the only one I have right now. We did talk together about if it's something that everybody's interested in, we'll look at some of the newer games. We'll try to look up some goofy games, like sports-related wise, that like we could have some fun with. Just let us know if that's something you're interested in. We thought about doing one of the ideas that was brought up
run derby.
Was doing home run derby, which we know MLB, the one I have right now that you saw last Thursday, it has a home run derby in it. So we thought about maybe doing a home run derby against each other, and whoever hits more home runs, we'll put like a friendly wager on it, like, oh, you know, if Papa K beats me in the home run derby, I gotta treat Taco Bell or something for next Thursday's show, or you know, a 12-pack of your favorite beer or something like that, and vice versa.
Challenge, yeah.
So if that's something that everybody would be interested in, or anybody would be interested in, let us know in the comments down below. And so this way, because we'll keep doing that. We even have it queued up right now, but we had a lot more to talk about than we thought we would tonight.
Hey.
So it's kind of getting past that time to start it now.
No.
But
no,
so
late.
our ideas for the future, just even using video games as something right now, because we're a small channel. We don't have connections like these other sports shows have, where talking, like, you know, I can't call Mark Teixeira up right now and go, Mark,
why did you say that?
We got you on speakerphone right now. Let's have a chit chat. Like, we don't have those abilities, or
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I like your optimism there, Pops.
Yeah.
But we have, like, the ideas we do have. If you're interested in seeing a regular season on a video game where Papa K over here takes over the offense and I take over the defense, if you want to see more of that, let us know in the comments down below. Give us a thumbs up on the show, just to let us know that might be something you want to see.
Yeah. I think they're going to love the show when sports comes back. Because, man, I'm going to throw everything at you. Met fan, Yankee fan, you know, whatever.
Boston,
I don't care.
Tampa Bay.
You know, whatever happens, whoever team's playing each other. You know, I watch both teams. I watch every damn game. You know, ESPN, blah, blah, blah. And right now, you know, can't talk about it because, obviously, no announcing, no sports.
So until then, like I said, our ideas for that, if you're interested in that, we will continue. What we would do, though, right, Pops, is we'll go past the preseason games and get right into a regular season this time.
Automatic.
We had ideas in, like, if a game's going too long, just like we did last Thursday, where we get to a certain inning. So, like, even like in a rain delay, where like a game is considered a game, 6 innings, right? 5 innings. So if we get to a 5-6 inning marker in the stream, and we could always autoplay the rest of it just in case it's getting past that typical time that we live stream to.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
If you're interested in seeing that, let us know. And once again, the home run derby idea was another thing that we had. Let us know if you'd like to see something like that.
I want to ask the fans, anybody's watching, are you tired of watching the old games?
Yeah. And that's
if you're a Met fan, they're showing the 86 Astros games with the Mets. If you're a Met fan, you got to love it.
Well, you know, another idea, though, that I could do is we don't even have to simulate a regular season. If people want to see certain matchups, we could put certain teams against each other for one game, an exhibition game.
Are they real games, though?
No, but it would be the video game, but we can set those matchups, I think.
Okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that you can make an exhibition game. We could even, well, no, that because a World Series is 7 games.
Well, intended to be 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't always work.
But I mean, like, that. What I'm saying is, like, in football video games, you don't even have to play you can simulate a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to go through the regular season or playoffs. You could pick the Giants and the Jets and play a Super Bowl game against each other.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I meant, like, by the World Series thing.
Okay.
That we, you know, but I'm saying we could do an exhibition game where we pick the Yankees and then, you know, everybody watching could pick the opposing team and see the matchups. Or if you'd like to see us out of our comfort zone, you could pick a team for us to play as against even the Yankees.
Yeah.
And see how we fare against our own favorite team.
Yeah.
So few ideas we have out there right now. Some just came up with right now. If these are things that you're interested in seeing, once again, let us know down in the comments section. As always, though, we do appreciate all the support that you've given us thus far. And,
yeah, and hopefully we're going to talk about a lot more down the road.
In the future.
Oh, my God. I can't wait.
We're,
I'll never shut up when the season starts.
No.
Believe me.
No, at that point, I'm going to have to get quicker on setting this up because I know he's going to keep going for...
Oh, my God.
We're going to have to start earlier somehow.
Yeah, well, the good thing about baseball right now, I think we said this last week, all the injuries are overcome right now.
Yeah, other than Sevi.
Well, Tommy John, that's 18 months.
But other than that, I agree with you.
Yeah.
So.
All the minor injuries, or minor, but, Judge, what's his name, Paxton, Stanton, they're all back. The Met fans, anybody that's hurt is ready.
Yeah.
It's done.
But
anyway.
I think we're going to close it out here. We do apologize for the shortened episode compared to what we normally do, but once again, not a lot to talk about. If you're interested in any of the ideas we talked about before, let us know in the comments section. You could find me on Facebook at Mr. Whiskers Twitch, or you could find me on Twitter at Mr. Whiskers1. So if you want to get in touch with me there and let me know what you think of our ideas for the Pops and Wiz Sportscast, you could always get in touch with me there, as well as YouTube. So we hope everybody is happy, healthy, and having a wonderful evening, and we hope to catch you next Thursday. Pops, you got anything to add?
No, that's it, man. I wish.
Yeah, soon, Pops, soon, hopefully sooner than later.
I gotta figure it's gonna be another 6 weeks.
6 weeks, but
we're on May 14th.
We have ideas to keep trying to entertain.
Thank God from July 1st. Hopefully, something starts. Whether it's baseball,
fingers crossed.
Everything else. Have a great night.
Take it easy, Meow.